hot takes, hot brews, no filter, no fluff. It's the bearded coffee rant, and we've had enough.
Right, sit down. Today, we're tackling one of the greatest, most unnecessary, most pointless digital atrocities ever unleashed upon the modern world. A feature so abused, so wildly misused, so criminally overemployed by utter maniacs with too much time on their hands and not enough brain cells rattling about in that cavern they call the skull, the reply to all button. That's right, you heard me. That wretched little button that sits smugly next to reply like a rotten ginger stepchild at a family dinner who always has to get the last word in. A tool that in theory should exist for absolute dire emergencies where mass communication is essential. A fire breaks out in a canteen or someone's nicked all the bourbons from the biscuit barrel. And yet it is used daily, relentlessly, without shame by complete, irredeemable cretins. And so we're going to pick apart every last miserable detail about this cursed feature. Absolute brain-dead half-wits that abuse it and the fallout that follows. I'm getting fired up. The kettle's just boiled. And you better believe there's going to be a chart at some point. Let's start at the beginning. So the reply to all button was invented, allegedly, as a means of efficiency, a noble cause, a digital tool forged in the fires of good intention. You know, back in the halcyon days of Windows 95, which is 30 years old now, when we're all still fascinated by Clippy popping up to ask if we were writing a suicide note or a memo about the Office Christmas do. And like all things mankind creates, we immediately ruined it. Because here's the thing, the average human being cannot be trusted with power. Any power. The power to make decisions. The power to park a car between the lines. The power to eat a family-sized bag of Doritos without hating themselves afterwards. It all ends in chaos. And nowhere is this more evident than in your inbox. Now you might be thinking, surely it's not that bad. Oh, you poor naive fool. You clearly work in one of those dreamy mythical offices where people act like adults and actually read emails before responding. Not me, not here. Not in this corporate hellscape. Let's make the usual suspects. The thanks gag. A group email goes out. Please complete your mandatory GDPR training by Friday. And some absolute oxygen thief hits reply to all with one word. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks? What exactly are you fucking thanking them for, Darren? For reminding you of a tedious mandatory chore? For clogging up your inbox? You think we need a group-wide public record of your overwhelming gratitude for being told you're contractually obliged to do your job? No, Darren, we don't. In fact, you've just wasted 27 people's time. Collectively, that's about 8 minutes of company productivity lost because you can keep your eager little mitts off the reply to all button. The out of office autorespond hero. Passive-aggressive autoresponder. Sends an email to 83 people. One person replies to all. And then, like little dominoes falling in the world's dullest chain reaction, ping, 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 comes a relentless wave of I am currently out of office until the 17th messages. I don't care, Sandra. I'm not emailing you. You were just unlucky enough to be on the original list. I didn't ask for your availability, your holiday dates, or your smug...
Sorry, for urgent inquiries, please contact Greg. Signature.
If I wanted to know if you're at your desk, I'd shout Sandra over the way. I'd lean across the partition like an ape from 2001: A Space Odyssey and grunt your name. Sandra. But now my inbox looks like Chernobyl after the sirens started. The just to confirm merchant. This is the person who replies to all just to confirm what's already been said.
Just to confirm, I'll bring the flip chart.
Mate, nobody doubted you. Nobody was sitting at home, biting their nails, staring into the void, wondering if Nigel from accounts was going to remember to bring the bastard flip chart. That drama was not unfolding. There was no tension, no third act reveal, no shock twist, no BAFTA-winning performance. But you made it a thing. You've created an unnecessary correspondence event. Like you're the pub bore, confirming what the barmaids already shouted 3 times. And of course, what happens next is inevitable. It spirals. That fucking hurt again. One reply triggers another, and another. Suddenly, it's a storm of pointlessly escalating messages. You get,
Thanks, Nigel.
Good one, Darren.
and
Hope you're having a great holiday, Sandra.
before you know it, the email chain is 7 miles long, with half the company now involved. The HR director chimes in, then someone's line manager, then a random stranger from the Kuala Lumpur office. By the time it's over, you've wasted 45 minutes of your life and are now somehow attending a Teams call about email etiquette at 5 to 5 on a Friday. Now, every office, every single one, has that one story, the reply to all incident. It starts innocently enough. A mass email goes out. Someone hits reply to all. They accidentally attach the wrong document, or worse, they include a private, sweary, or wildly inappropriate message that they meant for one person. A message like,
Yeah, Simon's been a complete bellend about this budget thing. Can't wait for him to retire.
and it goes to everyone. And then you get the recall attempt. Ah, yes, the recall attempt. Nothing screams, "I've fucked this," like seeing a second email titled, "Recall, Simon's a bellend," land in your inbox about 30 seconds later. As if that'll work. It's like trying to unpunch someone in the face. Now, solutions. Because obviously this is a professional YouTube channel, apparently. The obvious one is disable reply to all. Just nuke it, wipe it from existence like the CIA deleting files. But no, we won't get that. So what's left? Here's my genuine, sensible, completely serious, 100% workable plan. 1. Immediate 3-day suspension for unnecessary reply to all use. First offence, no exceptions, straight home, no wages. 2. Mandatory remedial training featuring a 45-minute slideshow of why nobody cares if you were bringing biscuits to the fucking meeting. 3. This is my favourite, public stocks in the staff canteen. Yes, bring back the stocks. Middle Ages knew how to handle this. Let everyone throw stale mini cheddars at the culprit. Look, in all seriousness, it's 2025. We've got AI that can write sonnets, cars that park themselves, phones that can translate Japanese recipes into English. And yet, we're still being buried alive in group email chains about whether we want chicken or veggie wraps for the quarterly briefing. So do us all a favour. Next time you see a group email, stop, breathe, and ask yourself, does everyone else need to know I received this? Spoiler alert, no. No, they fucking don't. So that's it. I've had a wee rant. I've had my coffee. I've given you actionable strategy. Now go forth into your digital wastelands and use the reply button like the functioning adult you're meant to be. And Darren, if you're watching this, you owe me 41 minutes of my life back.